Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, and whatever the time and day for you, you found me here in the YouTube channel. Myself, I'm Ramis from Turkey, working as a foreign trade consultant, dealing and taking care of on the supply chain services and sales regarding the gold bar supply chain from western region of Africa continent. I'm business associate of Mrs. Wilhelmina Ford, and I do all my work on behalf of her. Today is 17th of August 2026. I've been already away for some long time from the social media, and finally I made it today. And I would like to share with you some update information, and I will be signing off again from your side. Well, folks, as you may be aware, between the Iran, United States, Lebanon, and Israel conflict and turmoil was going to nearly full scale of war in the region. Thanks to God, today we are having peaceful days. Just refreshing your memory, go back to the January 26, 2026, and ounce price of the gold was already crossed 5,100 US dollar, and today is already 4,400, and it's going to, and it's heading to the towards. So I just want to share some of the economists, what they says about the market, and again, I will be at my comment after that, okay? So just listen what they says, and I will be back for you.
I don't think that miners are terribly expensive. I think they'll go down in price. I don't believe that the gold bull market is finished. I think it will continue. Now, can it, we went over $5,000 per ounce. Can it drop to 4,000 or 3,000? Yes. But it can also go up to 20, 30,000.
I would think if we were going to move in a direction where there's some sort of allowing gold to go higher, followed by some sort of issuance of gold-backed bonds, which would, look, at $20,000 gold, I'll buy 3%, 30-year paper of the United States all day long.
Navigating global monetary instability requires balancing paper assets against physical commodities. As central banks accelerate money creation to manage mounting sovereign debt, understanding long-term hard asset cycles becomes essential for wealth protection. Mark Faber, a veteran Swiss investor and publisher, alongside Luke Groman, an esteemed macroeconomic analyst and founder of FFTT, contend that the secular gold
that the Fed is making a huge mistake, that they should tighten monetary policy and see asset prices drop 30%, because then they would become affordable. Why is the housing market not doing all that well in terms of sales volume? Because houses are too expensive. Nobody can afford them except the 1%.
Gold has transitioned from a traditional commodity into a vital geopolitical weapon and strategic reserve currency. Global powers are actively accumulating physical bullion to bypass fiat dependencies and fortify foreign trade settlement channels. Financial models indicate yuan-denominated gold climbing toward 50,000 yuan over a 5-year horizon, sparking a fundamental currency revaluation across international markets. Such a structural shift could push dollar-denominated gold to $10,000 or even $25,000 per ounce, potentially prompting sovereign nations to issue gold-backed debt instruments to stabilize long-term borrowing costs.
That is also bullish for gold, because the loss of confidence in the Fed is why you buy gold. If you're worried about higher inflation, that's why you buy gold. It's the same reason you wanted to sell treasuries. In fact, the smart thing to do as a result of what happened today is to sell treasuries and buy gold. And clearly, some of that happened today because treasuries went down and gold went up. Gold is the last safe haven standing. And a lot of people I know recently have been questioning whether gold has lost its luster as a safe haven, whether it's no longer a store of value or an inflation hedge. Yeah, that's all a bunch of BS. It hasn't lost anything. All people.
Gold price prediction for the end of 2026. Just one word.
Higher.
Do you have a price?
You said one word. Higher.
One price.
One number.
One number.
I don't know. I think gold will top 6,000 this year. It's at 5,000 now. I don't know. It could be a lot higher. It depends on a lot of factors that are beyond my control.
Which is one of the, Dubai is one of the major share partner when it comes to global gold trade. And here in the visuals, in fact, you can see that, yes, there is a less footfall as of now. If we talk about the ongoing situation, we'll also, in fact, try and speak to the owners, in fact, of the shop, who, in fact, have been running the shop since 1950s. And we'll try to get a sense so as to about how the current situation is. Is there less footfall right now, keeping in mind the current situation, and how, in fact, it could impact the global market if the situation continues? I'm being joined by the owner of this shop, which is here in Dubai, one of the oldest market over here, Mr. Gandhi. First of all, if you can please explain me that what the situation over here right now is, and if we talk about the ongoing conflict as well, then how it is impacting the markets.
Right now, the markets are moving slow compared to before because the tourist flow is stopped due to the flights are not coming, and we hope it will start again.
Otherwise, if we talk on a day-to-day basis, then what is the situation over here in the market? If you can come this side and explain. Otherwise, what the situation is here in the market, in the gold markets?
A gold market right now, everything is fine. Everybody is coming. Our shops are open. Everything is fine right now.
What about the rates, Mr. Gandhi? Will the rates be also impacted if the situation continues?
See, the rates are like international rates. If the rate will go up, then we will sell at higher price. And if the rates are at discount,
my silver target is 200. And that's for this year. My gold target is, and again, I don't do calendar year. It doesn't have to be by the end of the year. I think it will be, but it doesn't have to be. Gold, my target is 7,000. And again, as I said before, I have a 20,000 target on gold for the 2033, let's say, and 1,000 target on silver. Silver. So they, this isn't the top for them. This isn't the end of secular bull market for them, but they will get hit in the bust. But I do think we just made major bottoms in both.
I'm all agreed with these unique people, what they say, and what they make a comment about the price of the gold and silver. The reason why I'm saying like this, when the conflict, when the war is over, that is the real time they place the invoice on the table, and whatever they make the destruction, demolish, and all the damage cost, it appear on the clear invoice. And you will be able to see how the ounce price of the gold will be jump up after all. So I highly recommend you stay on the gold. It will never be damage your budget. It will never make you hesitate or betray you, because everything is black and white. It is going to back its kingdom. Now, when you say supply chain services, it's supposed to be done with the reliable people and with the real business partner folks. Either way, myself or on the many times, Mrs. Wilhelmina Ford, she's keep repeating this word. If someone offers you below the market price of the gold, that is the time you can realize something is not the real, it's something, there is a bad smell here, and you should have to understand. It is not the actual price, and they are not the real business people.
We will give you the package if you really convince me. Wilhelmina is your marketing consultant. I am a negotiator between the buyer and the seller. Now, what you have to do when you see this gold, right? You send me your copy of your business registration, importation license, passport copy, and the proof of fund that you have $1 million. Now you're gonna say, well, Amina, what is the limit? Very good question. How much you can afford to pay? That is the limit. Now Wilhelmina is very expensive. Of course, you're buying expensive item. Can you see this? Gold is king. Gold is money.
We are here to assist you as long as you might have a bidding list to work with us and follow up the golden rules, and you will definitely get your commodity without having any issue with safe and secure for us, okay? So myself, I'm in Turkey. If you are in Turkey, you can get in touch with me. If you are on the different location of our world, you may get in touch with Mrs. Wilhelmina Ford or again with me. Okay? Thank you so much for being with me, and I wish each every one of you have a pleasant and enjoyable day. And do not hesitate regarding the putting your capital on the invest. Just you need to make your risk analysis properly. Okay? Have a wonderful day, each every one of you. Bye.